Two unbeatens calling each other out. That's what it's all about. We get into it next. Please like and subscribe. Help us hit 10,000 subscribers. Share on all forms of social media. Leave us a comment. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Champion. I've been a little bit critical of Shakur Stevenson in the past. I've questioned his level of opposition, wondered why he has gotten so much more attention than other prospects who are presumably better than he is. You don't tell me it's the Olympic medal stuff. Why hasn't Nico Hernandez gotten the same gloss at all? Other guys, Stephen Fulton is around the same weight class. Brandon Figueroa has accomplished far more. They don't get the gloves that this kid gets. I've been critical of Stevenson's level of competition, but his last fight, the one previous against Chris Diaz, where he threw a near shutout, a perfect game, fought great, without a doubt, beat up and dominated a dang good fighter in Chris Diaz. That was a really good performance, best performance of his career. And look, I will always give credit where credit is due. And Shakur's performance was top notch against Chris Diaz, and it was top notch again last night. It was a great performance, it really was. I'm going to give him all the credit in the world. Give credit where credit is due, no doubt. That being said, his opponent, Alberto Guevara, and it was Alberto Guevara on 8 days' notice. Not exactly murderer's row, to say the least. Alberto Guevara on 8 days' notice. I'm just going to leave it at that. It is what it is. This guy had just been dominated by Hugo Ruiz in his last outing just a few months ago. And we all gave Tank Davis a ton of crap for fighting Hugo Ruiz. Ruiz destroyed the guy Stevenson fought on 8 days' notice. Keep that in mind. So the win doesn't do much. But again, let's put the level of competition aside. There's nothing not to like about what Shakur Stevenson did. Put the level of competition to the side. Put that to the side just for a moment. Just on what Shakur Stevenson did, there's nothing not to like about it. The performance from Stevenson was an A+. He boxed well, he set up his power shot, and got the kill relatively quickly. Look, this is what I wanted from my guy, Jamal Charlo, a few weeks ago. This is what I wanted Charlo to do against Brandon Cannon Adams. Right, hometown fight, go in there, don't play with your food, get the kill, set up your power shots, load up, knock him out, outclass him, go home with a knockout victory. Except Charlo drug it out for 12 rounds and looked like crap for 36 minutes. And that's my guy, right? Stevenson didn't. He went in there, he didn't play with his food, he went in for the kill, got in front of his hometown crowd, went home. Well done, Shakur Stevenson, no doubt. Now, can he do it against top-notch elite fighters? Can he do it against a world champ? Can he do it against the best fighter in the weight class, Josh Warrington? Much bigger task. Much bigger task. Look, I want to give Stevenson full credit for the call-out. I think he's sincere in the call-out. I think he wants the fight, and I think he may get it. Obviously, Warrington is with Frank Warren, and their guys fight on ESPN, and Stevenson is with Top Rank, and they fight on ESPN. Warrington and Warren and Bob Arum have a great relationship. Their fighters fight all the time. This could easily be made. And I think it will get made. I really do. And I think we're going to get this fight in December. So, man, respect to Stevenson going at the top dog in the division. Isn't smart, though. He could more easily fight Oscar Valdez, a top-ranked guy. A fight, where Stevenson could box circles around the guy. He could box circles around Valdez. A fight where, he wouldn't definitely win. I would pick Stevenson against Valdez. I think he'd be a favorite in that fight. Valdez has not looked good recently. Valdez could win, but Valdez is a strong guy, aggressive guy, but he's 40, gets hit a lot. So Valdez would definitely be the path of less resistance, that's for sure, to a world title. I remember, Errol Spence, right? Pound for pound elite Errol Spence, boogeyman of the welterweight division. Errol Spence said, why wouldn't I, and this was to Terrence Crawford in their face-off at the Hooker fight. Why wouldn't I take the easy route and fight Shawn Porter? Why wouldn't I? Well, there's a point there. You know, I want to pick up another belt. I'll take the easy one. There's a point there. Not Shakur Stevenson though. Not one Stevenson seems to be interested in. He seems to want to fight the best and is willing to travel to the UK to do it. Right? And Errol Spence did that too. Errol Spence traveled to the UK to fight who was at that time was the best welterweight in the world, Kell Brook. Took his belt. Took his IBF belt. So Stevenson could do that, you know. Look, is it smart though? No, it's certainly not. Right? There's an easier route. But this is the quickest path to pound for pound consideration and becoming that guy, becoming the next star in boxing. Right? Take back some of that loss that Teofimo Lopez has stolen. Right? Teofimo is credited now as the next star. He's the one all eyes are on Teofimo. He's been hoarding all that gloss and all that attention. Look, this is a great fight. It really is. Shakur is the better pure boxer than Warrington. Look, straight up boxing match, Shakur beats Josh Warrington. He should be able to win rounds, you know, especially early, moving, working off the jab, shoeshine, throwing combinations. He should be able to win rounds, right? However, Shakur Stevenson's never been tested, and Warrington, with his pressure and volume, is going to make life miserable for Stevenson. Right? He's not going to get a moment to rest. He's going to take him out to deep waters, way deeper waters than he's ever been in before. Can he swim? It's going to be sink or swim time. Can he swim? He's going to have that pressure. He's going to have fish flying in his face for 36 minutes nonstop. Look, neither guy's a particularly big puncher. So it should go the distance. I would almost guarantee it goes the distance. It'll be a fun fight. You'll have, you know, the pressure fighter, the boxer, the pressure fighter, the volume puncher against the pure boxer. That being said, you know, I love the fight. That being said, based on experience, I got to go Warrington. Warrington has had a better 13-month span than anyone in the sport, right? In the last 13 months, or I guess it's been 14 months now, he beat Selby, Frampton, and Kid Galahad. I mean, that is hugely impressive. The best win Stevenson has is Chris Diaz. That's it. That's it. Warrington is battle-tested. We know that he can sustain, right? We know that he can keep applying the pressure. He can keep that volume up for 12 rounds. He can keep that output up for 12 rounds. He can win rounds. He knows how to win rounds. And he can win championship fights against elite-level opposition. We know that he can do it because he's done it 3 times in a row in the last 13 months. He's got a claim here for, you know, if that, you know, that 13 months, best fighter in the sport, most accomplished fighter in the sport. He really has. That's how good he's been over that time span. We know what he can do. We know that he can beat world-class fighters, he can outbox world-class fighters, and he can win rounds, and he can sustain his pressure and volume for 36 minutes. Ken Stevenson, we don't know. He's never been tested. Look, on paper, this is a 50-50 fight. It's a fun fight, and I could see either man winning, right? There's a path to victory for both men. Stevenson, if he sticks to the back foot, doesn't let Warrington cut the ring off and outwork him and win rounds on volume, Stevenson could outbox him and take a 12-round decision. I could see that. However, I wouldn't pick it. I think Warrington outworks him, right? Keeps that pressure on. Stevenson fades in the later rounds, and Warrington steals the later rounds, you know, probably sweeps the last 3-4 rounds of the fight, ekes out a very, very close split decision, right? But this is a really close fight, right? I mean, just stylistically, this is a fun fight. I want to give credit for Stevenson for calling him out. Obviously, Valdez would be the easier fight, and he doesn't want that. He wants Warrington because Warrington is the best fight, you know, best fighter in the division. He is. I know Russell and Santa Cruz are on the other side, but they don't fight anybody, right? I mean, Santa Cruz fought Mares, and it's a good name, and he's fought Frampton, but recently he hasn't fought anyone, and Russell only fights once a year, and we just saw who he fought. So Russell might be the most skilled guy. Russell's the most skilled guy in the division. But he doesn't fight, period. And when he does fight, it's usually not against anyone top notch in the league. So you gotta say Warrington's the best guy in the division. I mean, he is. I would again, I would pick Warrington. I would lean towards Warrington. This is a really close fight. This is a great fight, and I hope it gets made, and I think it does. I think we're going to see Warrington and Stevenson in December of this year on ESPN. I think it's going to be in the UK. Stevenson's willing to do it. So, look, if Arum can't or doesn't want to talk him out of it, let's see it. Let's see it. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of my prediction, my analysis. Let me know who you think is going to win the fight. Do you think it's going to get made? And if so, let me know who you think is going to win. Leave those predictions below. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Let me know what y'all think. I want to see those comments, see those predictions for another episode of Sunday Morning Champion from Texas to the world. This is 3D Boxing saying thank you and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingvlog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.